Today we are with the teacher Jair. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for the invitation.
And today we are going to develop some questions about CBI approach. So the first question, teacher, is what is the most important aspect to take into account at the moment of teaching the content of class checking about CBI?
All right. I would say there are various aspects, of course, but the most important one I would say is students' context. Um, like to get to know exactly what they are doing there at that university or school setting. And based on that, we can elaborate on the material and the methodology and approach and other aspects that are transversal, but the most important would be the context.
Okay, thank you. The second question is about what would be the ideal development of a class based on content.
Right. I would say it is important to get to know students' proficiency, and also based on that, we can determine what materials to use with them. But it is important pillar for students to do homework, to be ready for the class, as well as teachers prepare a lesson. Students should prepare their lesson so that once they are in the classroom, they are already able to deal with the task, deal with the topic, and the teacher will be only responsible for answering specific questions about the topic.
Okay, my question is what kind of material do you use for theme-based CBI classes, and why do you think these material are more appropriate than others?
All right. I guess the material, I guess no, I am absolutely sure that the material has to do with the students' learning styles. So each learning style has to be dealt with in the class. So I would have some reading and writing activities, some other ones for the auditory, some others for the kinesthetic, and some others for the visual learners. So that gives me the possibility to find different materials. It could be either printed material, videos, or activities that would be hands-on activities for those kinesthetic students. So I guess the material does depend on students' learning styles. And I tend to use two different kinds of material, national material and international material, so that students know that within their own context, there is the possibility of exploring other material that has done under similar circumstances.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you so much. So my question is related to the didactic.
Mhm.
So the question is, what didactic and pedagogical strategies do you develop in a content-based instruction class?
Right. Lately, we've been speaking about in teaching, we've been speaking about flipped learning, and I find it really interesting and useful for teaching classes because actually learning is student-centered rather than teacher-centered. So, based on these kind of activities, students are responsible for their own learning based on the activities that we proposed. That has to do also with the material and their learning styles. And it has various stages. So actually, we can verify students' progress by using this kind of methodology, not the traditional one. I would say like lecturing students when it is related to topics, to content, it is very difficult actually to guarantee students learning. Rather with this, we can actually guarantee based on the assessment and testing that students are learning based on flipped learning.
So thank you so much. That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.